Hulk vs. Superman, the ultimate showdown. Hey everyone, ever had that debate with your buddies about who would win between Hulk and Superman? Well, today we're diving headfirst into that colossal clash. What truly happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Let's find out. So, let's set the stage. On one side, we've got Marvel's green behemoth, the Hulk. On the other, DC's iconic Man of Steel, Superman. Both are legendary in their own right, but who would actually come out on top? We'll dissect their origins, abilities, weaknesses, and even crunch some numbers. Buckle up, it's gonna be a wild ride. The Incredible Hulk. Starting with the Hulk, aka Dr. Bruce Banner. Banner's a genius-level physicist with expertise in gamma radiation. During an experiment gone awry, testing a gamma bomb, he's exposed to massive amounts of gamma rays, and voila, the Hulk is born. Banner's transformation is pretty much triggered by stress and anger. Think about it like this. You're stuck in traffic, someone cuts you off, and instead of just honking, you turn into a 1,000-pound green giant. But on a serious note, the gamma radiation altered his DNA, causing this Jekyll and Hyde situation. The Hulk isn't just a one-note character. We have variations like Savage Hulk, the classic version, raw power, limited intellect. Grey Hulk, slightly weaker but more cunning. Professor Hulk, Banner's brains with Hulk's brawn. World-breaker Hulk, the peak of his power, capable of cracking continents. Each version brings something different to the table, making Hulk's capabilities a bit of a wild card. Hulk's primary ability is his incredible strength, which increases with his anger. There's theoretically no upper limit. His durability is off the charts. Bullets, tanks, even artillery shells are like mosquito bites to him. Plus, his healing factor rivals, if not surpasses, Wolverine's. He's regenerated from being reduced to skeletons and has survived in the vacuum of space. Talk about resilience. Superman. Now, onto Superman, or Kal-El from Krypton, known here on Earth as Clark Kent. Born on the dying planet Krypton, his parents sent him to Earth to save him. Crash landing in Smallville, Kansas, he's raised by the Kents, who instill in him strong moral values. Under Earth's yellow sun, his Kryptonian physiology grants him extraordinary powers. Clark leads a double life, mild-mannered reporter by day, superhero by, well, also by day. He's often seen as the golden standard of heroism, principled, selfless, and always striving to do the right thing, even when it's tough. Superman's power set is extensive. Strength. Lifting immeasurable weights. He once lifted 200 quintillion tons. That's 200 followed by 18 zeros. Flight. Defying gravity and soaring through space. Speed. Capable of moving faster than light, though this varies. Durability. Withstanding nuclear blasts, supernovas, and more. Heat vision. Emitting focused beams hotter than the sun's surface. Freeze breath. Exhaling air cold enough to freeze objects instantly. Super senses. Enhanced vision, hearing, even microscopic and telescopic sights. His cells act like solar batteries, absorbing yellow sun radiation to fuel these abilities. Strength comparison. Let's get technical. Hulk's strength increases proportionally with his anger. In World War Hulk, he overpowered heroes like Thor and even the Sentry. In terms of feats, he's held together tectonic plates, supported a star on his back, and destroyed an asteroid twice the size of Earth. Superman, in All-Star Superman, lifted 200 quintillion tons. In another instance, he moved the Earth alongside Martian Manhunter and Wonder Woman. So, while Superman's base strength is astronomical, Hulk's potential to surpass this as his rage builds makes it a close call. Superman's body can withstand immense forces. He's taken hits from Doomsday, stood at the epicenter of nuclear explosions, and survived in black holes. However, his healing factor, while present, isn't as rapid as Hulk's. Hulk's durability is enhanced by his rapid regeneration. He's healed from being incinerated and from having his flesh stripped off. In The Incredible Hulk, number 398, he regenerated from a single drop of blood. So, while both can take a beating, Hulk might edge out due to his superior healing. Speed and mobility. Speed is a domain where Superman has a clear advantage. He's raced the Flash, and even won in some arcs, perceiving events in attoseconds, 1 quintillionth of a second. He can circle the globe in seconds. Hulk, while not sluggish, can't compete on that level. He can leap great distances, once from Earth to orbit, but his reaction times are more in line with his size and mass. So, Superman could theoretically outpace and outmaneuver Hulk. Superman's heat vision can cut through virtually anything, and his freeze breath can stop explosions. His super hearing and X-ray vision give him battlefield awareness. Hulk's thunderclap can create hurricane-force winds, deafen opponents, and extinguish fires. In Hulk, Let the Battle Begin Number 1, his thunderclap disrupted reality itself. So while Superman has a more varied arsenal, Hulk's few extra abilities are devastating in their own right. The Hulk. Psychological factors. One of Hulk's vulnerabilities lies in his psyche. Mind control or telepathy can be used against him. Characters like Professor X and Doctor Strange have exploited this. Additionally, extreme conditions that induce calm can revert him back to Banner, effectively neutralizing the Hulk. While resistant, Hulk isn't invincible against all forms of energy. High levels of radiation or certain cosmic energies can harm him. Adamantium and vibranium weapons have pierced his skin under extreme force. Superman. Kryptonite exposure. Kryptonite emits radiation that interferes with Kryptonian cells. Even exposure to minute quantities can weaken Superman drastically, causing pain and even death with prolonged contact. Superman's invulnerability doesn't extend to magic. Enchantments, spells, and magical artifacts can harm him. Under a red sun, like Krypton's, he loses his powers entirely as his cells stop absorbing energy. Superman's strong ethics often prevent him from using his full power, especially if innocents could be harmed. Opponents can exploit this by endangering others, forcing him into a defensive position. Scenario 1. Raw power face-off. Picture this. An unplanned encounter in a deserted wasteland. No civilians, no distractions. Superman starts by trying to reason with Hulk, but Hulk, consumed by rage, isn't listening. The battle begins. Initially, Superman's speed allows him to land multiple hits, pushing Hulk back. But with each strike, Hulk's anger, and thus his strength, increases. He retaliates with earth-shattering punches. The ground fractures, mountains crumble, and seismic waves ripple outward. As the fight drags on, Hulk's power escalates exponentially. Superman realizes that the longer this goes, the tougher Hulk becomes. It's a race against time. Scenario 2. Strategic approaches. Superman might switch tactics, using his flight and speed to stay out of reach, hitting Hulk with ranged attacks like heat vision. He could attempt to freeze Hulk with his breath, hoping to slow him down. Alternatively, he might use his intellect to lure Hulk into traps or away from populated areas. Hulk, on the other hand, could use the environment, throwing massive objects or causing environmental disasters to distract Superman. His unpredictability makes him dangerous in a strategic battle. Suppose Hulk gets his hands on kryptonite, perhaps provided by an antagonist like Lex Luthor. Hulk's sheer strength combined with kryptonite could spell doom for Superman. Conversely, Superman might employ gadgets or allies knowledgeable in magic to exploit Hulk's susceptibility to psychic attacks. He could also attempt to calm Hulk down, perhaps reminding him of loved ones or invoking Banner's consciousness. Comic book crossovers. In DC vs. Marvel, 1996, fans voted on battles between characters from both universes. Superman faced off against the Hulk and emerged victorious. However, it's worth noting that this was the Professor Hulk version, not his most powerful form. In The Incredible Hulk vs. Superman, 1999, they have a more balanced fight, with no definitive winner, highlighting the respect between the two powerhouses. Fan interpretations. Fan animations, like those from Death Battle, often depict varying outcomes. Some show Superman winning due to his versatility and speed, while others highlight Hulk's limitless strength overpowering the Man of Steel. Online forums and Reddit threads are filled with heated debates, each side presenting compelling arguments. Expert opinions. Creators and writers offer mixed views. Stan Lee once suggested that in a no-holds-barred fight, Hulk's potential is unimaginable. Meanwhile, writers like Mark Waid have emphasized Superman's near-divine capabilities when unrestrained. Ultimately, many agree it's situational. Summing up strengths and weaknesses. Both characters are immensely powerful, but in different ways. Hulk's strength grows with his anger, potentially surpassing any limits. His healing factor and durability make him a tough opponent to put down. Superman's consistent high-level strength, combined with speed, flight, and a suite of other abilities, give him versatility. However, his vulnerabilities to kryptonite and magic, along with his moral code, can be liabilities. Final assessment. If Superman can find a way to end the fight quickly, Using his speed to knock Hulk out or remove him from the battlefield, he could secure a win. If the fight drags on, Hulk's growing power might overwhelm even Superman. But let's be real, in comics, the outcome often depends on the writer. From a purely analytical standpoint, it's a toss-up, heavily influenced by the scenario's specifics. Now it's your turn. Who do you think would win in this epic showdown? Are you Team Hulk or Team Superman? Drop your theories, calculations, and favorite comic references in the comments. Let's get this debate roaring. At the end of the day, these battles are all about celebrating the incredible characters and stories we've come to love. Whether you're a Marvel maniac or a DC devotee, it's the discussions and passion that keep the comic world alive. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, but maybe not as hard as Hulk would. Don't break your screen, share with your fellow fans, and hit that subscribe button for more nerdy content. Thanks for sticking around and geeking out with me. You guys make these chats worthwhile. Until next time, keep being awesome and stay super. Acknowledgements. Big thanks to all the comic book writers, artists, and creators who've shaped these incredible universes. Without their imaginations, we'd have a lot less to debate about. Up next, Goku vs. Thor, When Gods Collide. You won't want to miss this cosmic battle. See you soon. Alright, time to read those comments.